What if I told you the world's largest international airline started with 2 borrowed planes, no government subsidies, and 0 alliances? In 1985, Emirates launched its first flight, EK600, to Karachi with a wet-leased Boeing 737 from Pakistan International Airlines. And today, they fly over 50 million passengers a year. They operate the world's largest fleet of A380s and just posted a record $4.7 billion profit. And all of this without joining any Star Alliance, oneworld, or SkyTeam. This is a story of how Emirates redefined global aviation's over 40 years and what's next for them in 2025. From sustainability to a mega move to a brand new airport, Al Maktoum Airport. If you're an aviation geek, an aspiring cabin crew, or you just love crazy business stories, this one's for you. I'm going to ask you a question. Which major airline was the first ever to install seat-back video screens in every class, including economy, in 1992? That wasn't British Airways, it wasn't Singapore Airlines. Yeah, that was Emirates. Emirates introduced that. If you're dreaming of working for Emirates or building a career in aviation, I have linked the #1 recruitment bundle just below in the video description. It's helped hundreds of candidates pass the Emirates final interview, so have a look and see what it includes. And hey, if you have learned something new today with the video and what you're going to watch, hit the like button and subscribe for more insider aviation stories every week.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the incredible 40-year journey of Emirates. I mean, this is a story of how a tiny startup with just 2 borrowed planes became this undisputed titan of global aviation. So check this out. On one side, you've got 1985, just 2 leased planes. And on the other, today, the world's largest international airline. I mean, how does that even happen? How does an airline pull off that kind of insane growth in just 4 decades? Well, the answer is just a masterclass in vision, strategy, and honestly, sheer audacity. All right, so to understand this, we've got to go back to the mid-1980s. But here's the thing. This story, it's not really just about an airline. It's about Dubai's audacious, kind of crazy vision to build an economy that went way beyond oil, one that was rooted in this idea of open skies, trade, and just connecting the entire globe. So the catalyst was when the regional carrier, Gulf Air, suddenly cut its services. Now, Dubai's leadership, they didn't just see a problem, they saw a massive opportunity. And they moved with just incredible speed. They tasked this small team to launch a brand new airline in, get this, just 5 months. 5 months from idea to first flight, it's wild. And they did all this with just $10 million in startup capital. And the mandate from the royal family was ruthless, it was simple. Look good, be good, and make money. But here's the crucial part. No ongoing government subsidies. Nope. Emirates had to be profitable from day one or it was going to fail. Simple as that. So how do you pull something like that off? Well, you assemble a dream team, right? A small, hand-picked crew. And this trio was just the perfect blend. You had the long-term vision and the political muscle of Sheikh Ahmed, you had the operational know-how from an industry veteran, Maurice Flanagan, and then you had the brilliant network strategy from Tim Clark, who, by the way, is still the president today. Just an incredible combination. Okay, so from that really modest start, Emirates just began this incredible ascent. And it was all fueled by a super clear, and I mean relentlessly aggressive growth strategy. This was not luck, not at all. This was a meticulously executed plan.
Yeah, their success was absolutely not an accident. It was built on 4 strategic pillars, and they all worked in perfect harmony. First, you leverage Dubai's amazing geographic location. Second, you always fly the newest, most modern planes. Third, you just innovate the heck out of the passenger experience. And fourth, you build a global super brand that you see everywhere, from soccer jerseys to massive stadiums.
And this right here shows you their early commitment to the passenger. I mean, think about it. Back in 1992, while other legacy carriers were only giving luxuries to the folks in the front of the plane, Emirates made personal TV screens a standard for everyone, every class. Now, that was a costly bet, for sure, but man, it immediately set them apart. And this quote gets right to the heart of their fleet strategy. It's brilliant. So how do you grow when the world's best airports, like Heathrow, are already totally full? What's the answer? Well, Emirates' answer was a massive gamble. They decided to order the Airbus A380, the biggest passenger plane ever even conceived, before it was even built. The logic was simple but genius. You get more passengers on the plane, but you only use one single landing slot. Absolutely brilliant. But of course, this kind of rapid growth was never going to be a smooth ride. It was repeatedly tested by these huge global shocks. We're talking regional wars, financial collapses, pandemics. Emirates' journey was basically a crucible, you know? It's what forged its character and tested its resilience to the absolute limit. I mean, throughout its history, Emirates has faced down and overcome crises that just crippled other airlines. During the First Gulf War, it was one of the only airlines still flying in the region. After 9/11, when others pulled back, Emirates jumped in and picked up the routes they abandoned. Time and time again, it used disruption to its advantage to gain market share. But then came the ultimate test, the COVID-19 pandemic. I mean, for the first time ever, its global hub just fell silent. Its entire fleet was grounded, and after more than 30 years of non-stop uninterrupted profit, the airline posted a staggering $5.5 billion loss. Just unbelievable. So what did they do? How did they respond? They didn't just sit around and wait for things to get better. Nope. They pivoted. They started converting passenger jets into these mini freighters for cargo. They secured a crucial lifeline from the government, and yeah, they made some really tough, painful decisions, all to prepare for a swift and powerful recovery. And the result? Well, the result was one of the most stunning V-shaped recoveries in corporate history. It's just incredible. Just 2 years after its biggest loss ever, Emirates didn't just bounce back, it roared back, posting an all-time record profit of $4.7 billion. Just wow. Okay, so that brings us pretty much to today. And the story now is that Emirates isn't just recovered, it's already charting a new course, looking at the next big challenges and opportunities for the future of aviation. So, what does that next chapter look like? Well, it's all about modernization. The airline is pouring billions into a new generation of more fuel-efficient aircraft, and they're facing the climate challenge head-on, actively testing flights that run on 100% sustainable aviation fuel. They're really pushing the boundaries of what's even possible. And get this, they are already planning for the next 40 years. To get past the limits of their current home airport, Emirates is planning a massive move to a new mega hub, an airport that's being designed to be the largest in the world. We're talking about securing room for basically unlimited growth. So from just 2 leased planes to this global colossus, the Emirates story it's just a masterclass in vision, in execution, and in resilience. Which leaves us with one final and I think pretty provocative question. As it gets ready for a whole new era in a brand new home, can this Titan of the skies keep dominating for another 4 decades?